The Ultra Evolution Institute certainly is trying to see if Isa has been giving more orders directly to his giant monstrous beings, but, well, they only have the Black Shinkalion audio, nothing else. Meanwhile, Hayato is back from Nagoya. Asusa thinks that Hayato has become even nuttier now that he's referring to the Nozomi as my gal. Is this a reference to the fact that he just met a girl named Nozomi, or is it a reference to the fact that this is a train and he's lost his mind? To Asusa, it's the train. To Hayato, I am very sure it's the train. Akita, meanwhile, has been hard at work at the simulator. But since these are kids she's working with, Futaba thinks it's a good idea to take them camping. If you think this is very out of left field, then you are correct. The camping trip is a trap, and it's not a trap for the kids are the bait. And Izumi has a tracker that he is going to place on the agents. Even the villains believe that this is a trap. They know it's a trap when they see one. They've been laying them all season. Meanwhile, kids are out bug collecting. Remember, Azusa has a YouTube channel and she's trying to increase her own standing. Meanwhile, Akita is off elsewhere. He's not with the kids. He's basically discussing with Futaba how he wants to go back to being the Matagi hunter. We get some talk about what it means to be a Matagi hunter, and basically Akita feels like he doesn't have the edge instincts anymore, especially since how he was what amounted to a meat shield when facing the Black Shinkalion. He also mentions that during the beach episode, he had to be bailed out by his mom when the audio was out. There's also the jealousy for Hayato. Hayato has changed and improved. Akita has grown stagnant. Time for the giant monstrous being. This time it's an invisible one. The best laid plans by the villains, because they're also jamming infrared sensors. They retreat and have to discuss the issue. The idea is simple. The giant monstrous being took away their sight. Now they're going to take away the giant monstrous being's sight. First off, they're going to disable its vision by dumping a smokescreen right in front of it. Then, with the new equipment, they destroy it. However, they aren't gaining sight, they're merely taking away the sight of the villain. Naturally, this requires training. Akita is able to find Azusa pretty easily. Meanwhile, Tsurunuki is inept and ends up hitting a tree and getting hit by Azusa. Then Shinobu. Shinobu prefers to not do anything and let Azusa come towards him, and then he fights her that way. And Hayato trips on a rock because he gets confused at the directions, mainly because Azusa is trying to confuse right and left because she's giving orders from her perspective and not Hayato's. They get redeployed with some nifty new weapons, giant jackhammers. Sorry, Shinobu, only the original 3 get them. Actually, this is part of a strategy. Shinobu is the one who draws the fire. They all know where the giant monstrous being is because Shinobu knows where to draw it out. Then Akita, Hayato, and Tsurunuki destroy it with giant jackhammers. While Akita and Tsurunuki are able to distract and find the monster, Hayato is utterly floored. When given directions by Akita, the 55 degrees to the northeast confuses him. So naturally, what you do is translate this into train terms for Hayato. Explosion time! The tracker is also placed on one of the agents. Meanwhile, in the end, we see Hayato and her friends celebrate while Akita is told by Futaba, yeah, you did actually change and develop. Hayato's not the only one. I mean, he's clearly changed because he picked up train lingo in order to talk to Hayato. But overall, this episode is what I call very bog standard. Yes, things happen in it, and they're plot relevant, such as the tracker being placed on the agents. But at the same time, this isn't exactly special. It's good Octa focus, but I don't find it that interesting. Next time, we're going to be dealing with a clip show. Please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.